Hey there, gang. This is White Panther coming to you from Tucson, Arizona, with episode 9, volume 2 of our video series Inside the Panther's Lair. Today we'll be talking about a song called Only Hell. The song was written quite by accident. A buddy of mine who used to live in Tucson, now down in Nashville, Mr. Vince Moreno, one night had posted as his Facebook status that, "I'm the only hell my mama ever raised." Now, I must have drawn a blank or something and completely forgotten that was an old Johnny Paycheck song. But my immediate response to him was, now there's the song title in the making. And it wasn't but a couple of minutes before I started bouncing around a few ideas, and we eventually got the hook down, and oh, God, it just had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun writing. I have a lot of fun with music. What can I tell you? You're going to hear that from me over and over and over again. Speaking of being raised, I just got back from my 35-year grammar school reunion back in New York. Let me tell you, it was an absolute blast. We got most of the graduates from the 2 graduating classes, and we walked in the door at 7, and I swear I don't think we blinked and turned around before the bartender was calling. Last call just a little bit before 2. Oh my goodness, the memories growing up, and it's amazing how you can go that long without seeing some people. And other than a few gray hairs on the chin for me mostly, there's a few under the hat. And putting on a few pounds, and good Lord, I honestly recognized absolutely everybody walking in the door before they even put on their name tags. And the fact that most of us, I would say almost all of us, were able to pick up conversations almost as if we had just spoken yesterday. It was a wonderful and amazing feeling, and I cannot wait to get back together with the crew again. We just absolutely had a ball. But anyway, let's get back to the song. Again, I had forgotten that it was a Johnny Paycheck song, but I kind of went down the route of, Mom lived a very quiet and reserved life. I know most Italian sons will say this, that Mom is going to be a saint. Mom had to have been a saint to have dealt with my father, and especially 4 boys. Me and my 3 brothers, these 4 boys in particular, we were certainly a handful growing up. So Mom never really kicked up her heels. It was always work, 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 raising the family, taking care of everybody but herself. So when I finally did come out of my shell, and I had this fight with Krista all the time. I keep telling her that growing up I was painfully shy. I even went through the trouble of talking with most of my fellow graduates at the reunion and asking them point blank whether or not they remember me being painfully shy. And most of them did. There were a couple who joined the ranks a little bit later that I apparently guess I started coming out of my shell a little bit earlier than I anticipated. I really didn't think that I kind of blossomed until my junior year of high school. Got my first car shortly thereafter, and oh, good Lord, the trouble I got myself into with that car. That's a story for another day and a few Patrons. Anyway, songs about how a fellow like myself, quiet, reserved wallflower that I am, can raise a little bit of hell and can have a whole lot of fun doing it. I exaggerate slightly, but then again, it's just a song. From the moment I was born, keeping the nurses up all night until my dying day, I will be stirring it up and kicking it up. I've mentioned a couple of videos that I know I'm going straight to hell, and I'm going to enjoy the ride down. So, without running on at the mouth for another 8 or 10 minutes like I've been doing lately, I'll try to keep this intro short. Here's the next song, Only Hell. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoy it just like I enjoy some wine, some women, and some songs. But now it's just one more. As always, this is White Panther asking you to keep music in your hearts, and may God bless you.
Now the only hell that Mama ever raised was me. From the moment I was born, the nurse could plainly see that I was gonna be a screaming demon of the night and keep 'em all awake until the morning light. Yeah, the only hell that Mama ever raised was me. nobody had a doubt that I was gonna take things too far. I dropped the hammer down and started tearing up the road. I ran that engine so hot that it was gonna explode on the first night that I got the keys to my car. I say the only hell that mama ever raised was me. From the moment I was born, the nurse could plainly see that I was gonna be a screaming demon of the night and keep them all awake until the morning light. Yeah, the only hell that mama ever raised was me. I love me some wine, some women, and some songs, and I can keep all three rolling all night long. You know it just ain't right when I feel that I can't do no wrong. Oh, but what the hell, just grab a drink and won't you sing along? How the only hell that mama ever raised was me. Some wine, some women, and some song, and I can keep all three rolling all night long. You know it just ain't right when I feel that I can't do no wrong. Oh, but what the hell, just grab a drink and won't you sing along? How the only hell that mama ever raised was me. From the moment I was born, the nurses could plainly see that I was gonna be a screaming demon of the night and keep them all awake until the morning light. Yeah, the only hell that mama ever raised was me. Mama might not be too proud with how her little boy turned out. I sure as hell do not behave like a Boy Scout. I'm one crazy local boozing womanizer of a man, and one day I'll probably wind up in the can. No, mama might not be too proud with how her little boy turned out. No, mama might not be too proud with how her little boy turned out. I say the only hell that mama ever raised was me. From the moment I was born, the nurses could plainly see that I was gonna be a screaming demon of the night and keep them all awake until the morning light. Yeah, the only hell that mama ever raised, the only hell that mama ever raised, the only hell that mama ever raised was me, just a little old me.